So new toys equal new troubles, of course. Today I'm going to attempt to put roller secondaries into my Polaris General 1000. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is take this hose clamp off and get this out of the way. I think if I do that, then I will be able to get the cover off without having to remove the wheel and everything. And then I guess all of these all the way around the primary cover. So it's called on a Harley, I don't know what it's called on here. Not so bad. Okay, last bolt out of there. Puzzle master you have to be to get this out of here. Huh. Easy peasy. Gotta get the trusty air hose for the impact. One thing I do now is when you take stuff apart, pay attention to how the belt is on so you can get it on there right. Like, see how the lettering is right side up? It's got to go back on the same way. So I'm just going to hang that there. So I'm going to take this over to the bench and see if I can get this all apart and get these changed out. Okay, since I haven't got the tool, you can buy them, of course. They're a little pricey, and I'm really hoping I won't have to do this that often. So I'm just making something. This is just a piece of 3/8 inch threaded rod, a couple of jam nuts on the bottom, a fender washer. I'm just going to stick it in the vise, like so. And I just kind of took a shot in the dark what size threaded rod would fit inside in there. And 3/8 was just right. So I totally lucked out. So carefully slide that on there. I'm assuming you don't want to drag it down the threads too much if you can help it. Try to get it centered, get that secured on there. Then I'm putting a fender washer. Against my black shirt you can see it. So we got a fender washer like that. And then I have just a big socket to take up some space. That on there, and another big fender washer, because why not, I have them. And then a nut. And then I've got one of these weird like socket sets that are meant for through hole stuff. Goes through there. So it's supposed to eliminate the need for deep wall sockets. That'd be a pretty deep socket. So I'm going to see if that will work. It's pretty hefty. Yeah, I think that'll be alright. So I'm just putting just a little bit of pressure on there. These are Torx bolts, there's 4 of them. Torx screws, I guess they are, they're short. And it's a T25 bit. Maybe use just a little bit of heat on there just to be on the safe side. I believe they're Loctited in. This little doohickey is keeping this plate down when I take these screws out. And that's where we're at now. Now just the tool thingy, this thing is holding this stuff together. I don't even know what the stuff is called, sorry. Whoops. And then there are X's on here, on this piece and this piece, and you need to match those up, I believe. So I'm going to mark them just so I don't forget.
Silverados and Equinox at Sanju.com, where the Chevy's new 2020 Chevrolet Equinox all-wheel drive saves $70.96 off MSRP.
This thingy. So I'm just going to set this all down the way it came out, just so I don't know if it matters if you flip it upside down or anything in there, but I'm just going to pay close attention to how it comes out. That way I know I can put it back the way it was. Okay, so that's how everything looks inside there. Pretty interesting. There's that little spot that the spring goes in. You can see how it sits in there. Okay, I guess what you have to do is get... Ooh, these aren't going to be small enough for that, I don't think. Ooh, that one might be. Anyhow, there's like a pin in there, I guess. And you... Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's like a roll pin. Okay. So, you pop that pin out a little ways, and it frees up this. And then you can pull that out and put the round thingy on there. I don't think you have to take them all the way out. Look at these here. I think that punch is skinny enough, far enough up. I think I'm just gonna grind it down a little bit thinner, since it's not really the size it says anyway. Sorry, Snap-on. Trying to turn up the thermostat. Okay. That'll be enough. I don't know how far that thing has to come out of there. These things have a flat spot on them too. It's probably worth paying attention to how it's oriented. So my flat spot is facing out, so I'm going to replace it like that too. I don't know if it can go in any other way, but it's just, I pay attention to that sort of thing because I really don't know what I'm doing here. So that pin is way out. I don't know if you can see how far. It's like a lot further out than I thought it had to be to free this up. So I'll use these, might be a little easier. Here's the pin. And these are the culprit for the wear here. Mine doesn't look very bad. I don't know if you can really see. See the wear on this edge? Apparently that's like the leading edge, like as you're in motion. So it's got a little bit of wear and a bit of a ridge here. So I think I'll probably take just a real fine file after that in there and get it straightened out just so it doesn't eat into the new rollers. And again, with the X's, there's one here, and then there's one, I can see it kind of hiding in there. So I think that it's probably good to take note of those going together as well. I don't see anything on this side, so looks like it's just that one. And I'm just going to run the file. There's a bit of a ridge right there on the inside edge of this. It's really not bad. I'm just going to run that over that, run the file across this edge and knock it down, make sure it's as smooth as I can get it before I put the new rollers in there. Okay, both pins are out. And now put on the little roller jobbers. These also come with extra roll pins, so I guess in case yours are sprung or something, you can replace them. Mine seem alright, so I'm just going to leave them, save those for next time, if there is a next time. My flat little detent thingy on here was facing out, so I'm going to put it back in that way.
Check out our blog, use your app, use your laptop, I don't care. Just click.
Make sure it's lined up. Stick your punch in there. Wow, let's see. Got our X's. So, yeah. Alright, looks good. Get a flatter punch. The same for the other side. Again, flat side facing out. So that's the rollers in there. That's what we were trying to do. Alright, now this pile of stuff goes in there. Okay. So, spring, a little detent thinger in there, and then this thinger, line it up over here, so, okay. And then we got our X's, okay, and washer, and socket, another washer. Put our tool back together. And get it down, I think, as close as you can, but still, in case you need to wiggle it around to get the little screws in. Give yourself a hair of room to do that. Okay, put some of that on there. And seriously, use blue, because if you use green or red or whatever, you might as well throw this in the trash if you ever have to take it apart again. That stuff is like, you just can't get that off. And I'm always so worried about cross-threading things that I start everything by hand. That way you know if you get several threads in, it's right. Also, I think it's probably a good idea to make sure this is fully cinched before you cinch the screws down. You don't want to risk breaking these ears off, I think. Yeah, it just kind of seems sensible. I don't know if that's a thing or not, but I'm going to put my drill on clutch. I'll clutch it at like, I don't know, 11. See if that. Take the tool out. So there it is, all put back together. Little roller thingies are rolling as they should. I have a feeling putting the belt on is probably going to be a real treat. Let's try that. That can't be that easy. No way. That's it? That can't be.
And now Vistaprint is introducing free shipping on all business cards in any quantity. Choose from hundreds.
Now do I have to stick something in there to keep that from spinning while I cinch that down? I figured I had to wedge this. To torque it. So that's set at 55. I'm not sure if this is right. It seemed like it went together so much easier than I thought it would. It almost seems like it has to be wrong. So I'm going to use the stock clutch tool thingy to spread the, oh god, whatever those are, apart, secondary. So I guess that's easy. That was like super easy to get on there. I mean, like, I'm used to everything being such a struggle that this was just so easy. It's weird. This whole process was such a cinch. I'm just shocked. Make sure the gasket's in there too. That's really important to keep this dry and clean. So just make sure your gasket's not tweaked or missing. Okay, so the cover goes back on. It's way easier with the box. So that was way easier than I thought it was going to be from start to finish. The whole job, you know, of course it took a while because I've never done it before and I had no idea what to expect. But overall it was very simple, way easier than I thought it was going to be. And everything went back together smoothly and seems like it works fine. So, you know, if I can do it, you can do it. Thanks for watching.